live again. Is anybody out there? Can anybody see me? Probably not just yet. Hey, back here, I've fixed that problem with the MS200. So you saw me break that screw last time. That's all fixed. That was pretty easy. You can basically access the screw from the other side. So you just put a drill bit in, a tiny one, so you don't hit the outside of the casing, a tiny one, and just straight the normal forward way of a drill, and it just spins it out. Okay, so there's no dramas. And I had another OEM screw so to put in there, and so yeah, just in total no dramas whatsoever really, except for the hassle of having to pull it apart and me being extra cautious putting it back together as well. But yeah, anyway, so I'm just gonna put this cylinder down, and we'll go from there. It's putting a cylinder down. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So I'll just put you up in the cradle. I can hear someone using a saw. I can't quite see where they are. It's quite exciting when you hear people using saws. Like, oh, someone's using a saw. Where are they? Let's go find them and be friends. Anyway, yeah, I'll get into this now. Thunder, you might hear a bit of thunder in the background today. I've got my light on because it's a bit dark and as well in here. So yeah, actually that might not help. I'll turn it off. Oh yeah, it was a bit bright, wasn't it? Okay, that's actually okay. It was quite dark before. It's not as dark now. So I've got everything back together, gasket in there. I put the seals in. So they're just actually pushing these ones. These are highway ones. Okay, so they're not OEM, they're highway, they're pushing. A lot easier than the ceramic ones that are the Stihl ones that break. But as far as their longevity, I don't know about that now yet. I don't know about that at all. So anyway, I want to put some gasket maker down on here for a start, because I usually do. Oh, here it is. Got it right here. And I've just been using it, so it's fresh. I didn't feel like putting everything on of me, putting everything back together or getting the screw out and all that painful stuff, you know. Maybe it's good lessons. Maybe if you guys want to see me do more of the painful stuff, that I probably keep a bit more off camera. If you want to see that, if you want to see me going through the motions and being in the deepest of sadnesses when things go wrong, and then the greatest of joys when things go right, just tell me in the comments and I'll put more of that on. You can see the more vulnerable Kiwi lad, I guess. Yeah, but that's all good. So yeah, just while I'm putting this on, I've been chatting to Matt Olson a little bit on some of his live videos. I really like the interaction on the live, and it's great to chat with Matt and just see what he's up to as well. He's such a good saw builder. He knows what he's doing. Seen a lot of people on the last one we were talking about heating cases and freezing bearings as opposed to cold pressing them in with tools. And yeah, Matt agrees with me on the well, I agree with Matt would be the better way to put it, on not heating cases and stuff like that, because, like, I mean, you can wreck the nylon races and the genuine Stihl bearings by heating stuff. You can melt everything. It can blister your cases and all sorts of things. This case here doesn't need pressing together because the crank, as I said before, acts as the inner race of the bearing, so everything just goes and slides together. It's quite easy to work on these little saws. There's no special tooling required. yeah, so from that point of view, very easy to do. Anyway, I've got that on there now. I'm just going to slide this gasket on down. Hopefully that's the right way. Looks like the right way. Right. So this gasket set also comes with the gasket for, where is it gone? Over here. I believe that's the older version, or maybe the newer version. Might be the newer version. Maybe it might be the 201T gasket, because it's smaller in here in the transfers, whereas this is a lot wider in the transfers. You can see that it's a lot. See how wide that is in the transfers, but yet this gasket is a lot smaller in the transfers. If you don't know what transfers are when the piston pushes down and it's got a load of fuel in the bottom of the case there. The piston pushes the air and fuel up the sides through the transfers in the cylinder. Hang on, if I can just... I'll show you with another cylinder, because I've got all the cylinder bolts in there. I've got all the cylinder bolts, so I'll show you with... oh yeah. So we've got a... see that? That's a transfer. That's where it pushes up to, so all the gas ends up in the top of the cylinder, gas in the fresh air fuel mix for the next round of combustion when the spark fires as the piston drives back up. It's still under momentum, which is cool. So yeah, we'll put this on now. So I always get a bit of oil. If you've seen my videos, you've seen me do these before. It's nothing new. A bit of oil up in there, up inside the, just a bit of two-stroke oil. Still, of course. Now this is the top part of the saw, and that's where your entry point is for your intake, okay? Your exhaust goes to the bottom part of the saw, which is this saw, this side of the saw. So it's very important when you're putting the piston back on to make sure that those ring, that the piston pins you can see in there, that one and that one over there, are on the intake side of the saw and not to the bottom of the saw, because otherwise you're going to run into trouble, okay? You're going to run into trouble. And from memory, these ones I think aren't going without too much of a fight. Should do anyway. There you go. And I'll just got that top on now. So I'm just gonna compress the ring there onto its pin. Slide it around a bit. There we go. The ring in there, and that's the first one down. And push the ring at the back, push it around, that's right, and then push it down at the front, and that should be just about the second one on. Needs a bit more at the back, I think. Needs a bit more at the back, yep, it does. And it should just all slide together a bit more at the front now here. I know I should get ring compressors, but haven't got them yet. So I just fight with it. till these are aligned. No, it popped out again. Okay. Is that one? When we got it down, it's all good though. But yeah, it's been really cool chatting with Matt on those live feeds and just saying hi. And we talked about ceramic bearings. He thought, nah, because the ceramic bearings are twice the price, so what is the benefit worth it? And I said, well, no, they're not twice the price. You don't have to pay that much for ceramic bearings if you build them yourself. And he goes, oh yeah, how do you build them yourself? Kind of like a whatever sort of a thing, you know? And no, it wasn't a whatever thing. It was like a no, it was an interest thing, you know? It's like, oh, really? How do you do that? Because I haven't seen it done. I actually learned it off Reynada. There we go. That's where I learned it from. Come on. There we go. First time I've seen it, because I've seen like if you guys ever heard of West Hill Saw House, that's the first time I'd ever come across ceramic bearings and saws when I started watching their videos. West Hill Saw House, check them out. Andy at West Hill Saw House, check them out. Good videos, lots of cool hot saws, including some Saxdolma, all that sort of thing. Some big Huskies, some big, very big Stihls. I think he's even got an 880 ported and everything like that on there. Pretty cool. So West Hill Saw House. That's the first time I ever saw ceramic bearings on a saw. And I can hear the thunder. And I thought, man, that's cool. And then I was like, but because they sell them, you can buy them off Dominant Saws. You can buy these bearings, right? And I was like, man, that's cool. I'd love to get my, just turning it just to make sure everything's aligned in there, really. Just want that clutch bearing, the clutch, not the clutch, the flywheel. Oh, no, that won't do. That won't do. I think that's pretty aligned in there. So what was I saying? Yeah, I saw that, once again when you're doing this in the cross pattern, okay, I saw that, yeah, you can buy your own, you can buy their bearings, their Dominant bearings for ceramic bearings for your saws, okay, sort of, I think it's around sort of the MS460s, the 66s, some of the bigger Huskies and stuff, that sort of size is what you could get them in. And I was like, man, so awesome, but so expensive. And then I saw Reynada building this hybrid, I think he called it a hybrid 026 or a hybrid MS260 or something like that. Something like that, Reynada, look him up. And he does all sorts of other videos as well too. He's got like Ferraris and all sorts of things on there. Something about a mattress, I don't know, I never watched it. But yeah, so he redid this MS260 totally, painted all the cases, the whole video's on there, and he put some mean Plilts dogs on there, and a Tatsumara bar, light bar, all that went on there. So it's a beautiful saw, and it showed him taking apart these bearings and replacing the balls with these ceramic balls, and I was like, wow, I can do that. And so I did it on my MS460, And I don't know if it's a massive power increase, but I think there's like there's definitely a smoothness to it, and they can run in temperatures, insane temperatures, in really hostile environments like an engine. They can outdo RPMs on normal bearings. Like I think the normal saw bearings are good up to 20 to 25,000 RPM. That's their max RPM, and the saw's only going to reach about 15. You know, what's a hot saw going to run? Maybe 16, maybe at the most. I don't know. I don't know too much about hot saws really, but yeah. And then after that, so I mean, you're probably not gonna outdo the capacity of a normal bearing, but those hybrids, I've seen figures on them being able to stand up to like 300,000 RPM. I don't know how true that is. I can't claim that. I don't know. I've never tested anything like that, but those are some of the figures I've read. Some of the figures I've seen advertised. How true it is, I don't know, but I mean, it's what I'm trying to say is that the ceramic hybrid bearings are way beyond the capacity of what a saw needs, and they're cooler running. They run cooler, they run smoother, they're actually perfectly round, as opposed to the standard balls, which are not. And yeah, so I was just telling, anyway, to get back to where I started, I was telling Matt that these, so this is a Stihl genuine, all right, and you can see this nylon race in here. That, if you get the screwdriver, you can just, hang on, I'll just take it down here. Yeah, not this time. There we go. Yeah. So you can just see how that's just popped out. You can just force it from the other side, and then when you want it to go back in, they just, oh yeah, that bearing would move, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, there it goes. It just snaps back in. So that's how you can, you know, you start to, and then you move all the balls to one side of the bearing, and you can just pop out the inner race, and you're away. But anyway, so here we are. That is the cylinder piston all together for this MS200 rear handle. Okay, arborists use these a lot on the ground. Especially got them where I do these saws as a learning centre. So I'm not going to name them because I'm not sure they'd want to be named on my videos, but anyway, where I do these saws as a learning centre, and they got arborists going, you know, arborists starting right from the bottom, going up to the top, learning. Here comes the rain, and so they've got all manner of saws that they show them how to use, and I think they've got about, including this one, about 3 of these rear MS200 rear handles in the rear handle configuration. But anyway, that's going to be it for me today. I haven't got any more time to spend here today. I was lucky to get out for a little while I could repair that screw that I cracked in there, and then which was a lot easier than I thought it would be, which is good. But yeah, just repair that, and then put this together so you guys could see that sort of stage of it. Yeah, because I've got to go back inside, because today is a special day for me and my wife. We've hit 12 years marriage today. Yeah, so it's cool. I'm blessed to have her. She's an awesome wife. She lets me come out here and fiddle around with chainsaws and things like that, which is just awesome. Yeah. So that's it from me anyway. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Suggestions are welcome. I love constructive criticism. If you want to say something, that's cool. But otherwise, that's it from me, guys. Still for life, and we'll see you next time.